Smash has dominated the platform fighter sphere for forever, which makes sense considering it pioneered the entire genre. Smash Ultimate is still going strong with one last DLC coming very soon, and a resurging competitive scene. And Melee, despite being a fossil in video game years, is still going strong in due part to its extremely passionate community that constantly finds ways to modernize it and are still finding new things about it to this day. However, outside of Smash, there hasn't been another platform fighter to try and give Smash a run for its money. Don't get me wrong, there are a lot of indie platform fighters, but they don't have what attracts people to Smash in the first place, and that is characters. Most people, regardless of how much they like or dislike Smash, would much rather play as Mario and Link than some original characters that have no legacy behind them, and that is not meant as a jab toward those titles. It's to put things in proper perspective that characters sell fighting games. And the one game that could have rivaled Smash because of the access it had to some pretty iconic IPs and characters fell short in a lot of areas due to a rough development period and it being straight up abandoned before it ever got the chance to grow and learn from its mistakes. I still want a sequel, by the way, just saying. Anyways, the point I am getting to is that Smash has been the equivalent of a monopoly for quite a long time, until recently when this little trailer came out and spawned some of the funniest memes I have seen all year. A Smash-like game with Nickelodeon characters? SpongeBob is fighting the TMNT, Aang and Invader Zim in Jellyfish Fields? Fucking genius! Nickelodeon was a huge part of current day adults' childhoods, mine included, so it has characters that a lot of people grew up with and still adore to this day. It's a fantastic IP to do something with, and I love how the current roster has characters from older and newer generations in it to have a broader appeal. The trailers and showcases leading up to the game shows how much love and care was put into crafting each character's movesets and stages given their limitations. The excitement factor just from the ideas and possibilities alone is off the charts, but most importantly, how will the game play? I compete in Smash Ultimate from time to time. I'm not very good. I suck. You can watch me get bodied on VG Bootcamp. As much as I like Smash Ultimate in terms of its roster, stages, music, just the overall charm and care put into every aspect of the game, actually playing it is a completely different story. Competitively speaking, casually Smash Ultimate is godlike. No other game will rival that experience. I know a lot of you will tell me to get good, and that is valid, but there is a lot to Ultimate's gameplay that I just thoroughly dislike, from its mechanics to just how it feels. The input delay feels gross, the buffer system leads to a lot of misinputs, both of which cause movement to suffer in very inconsistent ways. The way C-Stick works in this game is beyond convoluted. The clanking system being RNG as to how variable it is based on what attacks clank with what is disorienting. Parrying sometimes legit will get you punished. Parry stun is the most unnecessary addition to this game. I have no idea why they thought that was a good idea. Defensive options are rather limited. Getting off platforms is a nightmare. Essentially, when I play Ultimate, I feel like I'm fighting the game more so than I'm fighting my opponent. Basically, I have a few issues with Ultimate that make it more of a chore to play than I'd prefer, so Nick All-Stars for me serves as a fresh new take on the formula, and I was really excited to see what it had to offer when the reveal trailer came out. It is being developed by Ludosity, the same studio who made Slap City, which definitely lacks in the visual department, but from a lot of what I've heard, it was fundamentally sound, so I was excited to see what they had cooking, especially since the devs mentioned in their Discord that the game was made with competitive play in mind. After watching the gameplay showcase as well as some other character showcases, I am sold on the game's mechanics on paper. The RPS system with the strong attacks look cool. Having a strafe button will have a ton of benefits, especially for the 2-in-1 characters. The way blocking works is quite intuitive. The penalty for being pushed to ledge is much more manageable than just having your shield randomly broken. I really like how the two separate additions to blocking can be combined for a greater reward for defense. Not seeing air dodging is a bit weird, and with the game opting for digital inputs as opposed to analog, I'm curious to see how much of a role DI will play into the game. Also, with the inputs being digital, this means no tap jump and no walking. So that definitely is going to feel bizarre for people transitioning over from Smash. I don't use tap jump, but it sucks that the option won't be there for people who do use it. For more speculation about how that would work, I highly recommend watching Armada's videos on them. Also haven't seen teching of any kind, so the verdict is still out on reaction-based defense. For offense, however, the game looks insane. Air grabbing looks ridiculous, dash attack cancels look absolutely nutty, the combo trees with lights and strong seem to have a lot of variety based on some of the characters I've seen, most notably notably SpongeBob. 8-way air dashes add a lot of dynamic movement options, and speaking of movement options, it's really cool to see wave dashing make a return, especially with how recent Smash entries have abandoned it. And lastly, the fact that you can reflect and grab projectiles whenever you want is perfect. Zoning will not be brain dead. God bless. Another huge advantage Nick All-Stars will have is the fact that it will have rollback netcode. Smash Ultimate is notorious for its god-awful online. It's so bad, in fact, that the game has a separate tier list for Wi-Fi. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I also hope the training mode is more robust. Smash Ultimates is pretty terrible. In fact, this might be the worst training mode I have ever seen in a fighting game. It's near impossible to lab anything meaningful unless you download a training mod pack. The fact that people risk bricking their Switch in order to download proper training modes is insane. If that's not indicative of anything severe, I don't know what is. But yeah, Nickelodeon All-Stars is quite promising. I know a lot of people think this is a Smash killer, unironically. And no, it's not. Nor do I think anyone should head into this game with that mentality, because it's just doing its own thing. Remember that this game is made by people who like Smash just as much as anyone else. It is nice to see another platform fighter with a lot of buzz behind it. There's a lot of support from both the community and devs all before launch, which is great. And with all that in mind, I am very excited for Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, dislike if you didn't, leave a comment down below, let me know what you're thinking, and hit that subscribe button too. Thank you for watching.